The person I'll be talking to is a young entrepreneur, a language enthusiast, person who's involved in a bunch of different industries, a man of many talents, Mr. Abbas Shodmonov.
I brought you a gift. It's Jordan B. Peterson.
How long did it take you to learn German?
I always studied for the bar. I've never studied to be best student in the class. I started applying for jobs, any kind of jobs that you can imagine. In Dubai, China. China has never been on my radar because I was just looking for an opportunity.
Basically, they wanted you as a babysitter, not exactly as a teacher. What China was like during COVID? I really want to know what went down there.
They were saying, hey guys, if you guys want to leave China, there was a last chance, there was a last flight back to Tashkent. And I came back home, it was hard. I was facing reverse cultural shock.
If I spot someone in the city driving around Chinese-made car like Zeekr, odds are it's a second-hand car.
They started installing like speakers on their EV cars, and then you can change the rev of the car. It can be G-Wagon, BMW, M3 competition, Nissan, you name it. I saw like on social media, like especially on Instagram, people are pushing like day traders. I've got this much of money, I'll drive this car. If you want to be successful just like me, you're gonna buy my Porsche. Get out of here.
How many countries have you been to?
Actually, Chinese is really easy. Yes, you can say in 4 ways, in 4 tones, like ma, 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 ma.
Hey folks, hey everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Astra Muse. I'm your host, Muhammad Ali. Today, I'll be talking to a very special guest. The person I'll be talking to is a young entrepreneur, a language enthusiast, a person who's involved in a bunch of different industries. In short, a man of many talents. I actually bumped into him at the gym, and from the get-go, we hit it off, and I badly wanted to have him on the podcast, and we're finally doing it. So if you guys are interested, please keep watching. All right, it's time to finally meet our guest, Mr. Abbas Shodmonov. Hi.
Hey, how's it going again?
Great, thanks. Okay. It's great to have you on the show today.
Appreciate it, man. It's been first of all, I really appreciate having me here on the podcast. I'm really excited. I'm really pumped to be in here. And then I'm not empty-handed today. I brought you a gift. It's Jordan B. Peterson. It's one of the bright intellectuals of our time. There we go.
Thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. It's not every day we get a gift on the podcast. You know what's crazy? I actually have the first edition of this book.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 12 Rules for Life, right?
No.
But this is the second edition, I guess. It's the Beyond Order. I don't remember the first one. The first one is titled differently.
Differently, yeah. It's the new one.
It's the second one. Yeah. I really appreciate that. Thanks a lot, buddy. It means a lot to me.
My pleasure, man.
Yeah, it seems like you are really into reading. Do you like reading?
Yes and no. You know what I mean? Lately, I don't have time for reading books. You know, I'm busy with my business and going to the gym and family life. So on the force.
Yeah, right. But reading is good, right?
Reading is good.
Yeah.
Reading is good.
I'll be sure to give it a read. Yeah. All right, thanks again. So to start things off, I would like to talk a little about your language learning experience. Since a lot of our viewers here watching this podcast wanting to learn English and probably other languages, they might be curious as to how you went about learning English in the first place. So when did you exactly start learning English?
Well, it all started back in the days when I went to school. I went to school, it's called, at that time it's called like Alisher Nawai. It's probably they call it right now, it's school number 4. It was like a German language oriented school. Yeah, as a second language, we used to learn their German language. And then from that time, I started learning like foreign languages. And I had no idea at that time, like, you know, I could speak in foreign languages, you know what I mean? Because I've been learning languages just to pass the bar. I've never thought that I could learn English, I could learn Russian, but I was there, and then, my mom pushed me a lot. my mom pushed me a lot just to learn foreign languages. Hey, you're gonna need it in the future. Why don't you learn now? You have time. You have the opportunity. I was like, yeah. And then I started learning, like, pick up language at a school. And I went to Germany, actually, as an exchange student. I was there for about 2 weeks, I guess.
So let me get this straight. So the first foreign language you learned was German, not English.
Not English. Not English.
Okay.
It was German.
I've heard German is one of the hardest languages to learn in the world.
Arguably, yes. Yes. From the point of grammar, oh my God, man, just it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah. So, right. And how long did it take you to, learn German?
Like 7, 8 years, I guess. On and off, on and off. And after graduating school, I tried to find my path. I tried to like apply for universities. Especially, I was really looking forward to enter what is that called? Like diplomacy university.
Okay.
But I failed. For the first year, I failed, and then I had to come back to Bukhara. So I had no chance, and then I tried to apply for the Bucharest State University. Obviously, like German language school, German language faculty. It all started from there. Like my purpose was to go deeper, to learn language. You know what I mean? And then as soon as I entered the university, all of my thoughts about education just shattered in front of my eyes. What else?
Well, I guess what you're trying to say is you found out that education at the time here wasn't really up to much. It didn't live up to your expectations, probably.
Definitely.
Right. And what's interesting to me is as someone who learned German first and then later on went to learn English, your English is surprisingly good. I'd expect you to speak with a little bit of accent, but you really don't have that much. It's very clear. It's very clean. All right. I don't, hear any traces of other languages when you speak English. You've done an amazing job of learning this language. So at what age did you exactly get into it?
I think I was like 19 or 20. It was a university time. I just looked around, everybody was studying English. It was a big thing back in days.
And what year was it at the time?
If I'm not off the top of my head, it was like 2014. Yeah.
That's actually around the time when I started learning English too. IELTS. Yeah.
To be absolutely honest with you, I looked around and there was no hope for me to learn, to continue learning German. Because I looked around and everybody was like deep into learning English. It was a big thing back in the days. I was like, what's going on here? Why is nobody interested in learning in German? There was a time where, my university tried to expel me from the university. Because as I said before, I was not the bright student. I always studied for the bar. I've never studied to be best student in the class. You know what I mean? Because for me there was no point by doing that. You know what I mean? Because you don't have to be at the university and waste 4 years of your life just to learn language. You know what I mean? You can do that in 3 months. You can do that in a year. But this is another story for another time. So as I looked around, everybody was learning English, and I was like, I want to do that too. I want a piece of that, you know what I mean? And then I started looking for teachers. I was lucky. I was really lucky back in the days, and shout out to all of my teachers who supported me. And
you can actually name them here so they get some credit too.
Wow,
you should.
It's gonna be a long list of teachers. I can know their language hotline.
Okay,
you know him? Just
really.
he is a training center here in Bukhara right now.
He has a trading center.
Training center, yeah. It's called language hotline. Probably.
You said training or trading?
Training.
Training center.
Language learning center.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I see.
And then I was lucky. Like I was struggling at that time. I was struggling financially as well. You know what I mean? And then it was hard. It was hard because I was. My mom works. She still works as a teacher. You know what I mean? She provided for us. She did her half. You know, and then I was struggling financially. It's like I was trying to get away from Bukhara, get away from Uzbekistan, just to, you know, find myself in a different country and looking for opportunities, you know what I mean? And then I realized that without language, especially English, you can't do anything. So you gotta learn language. And then I slowly picked up some words here and there. I started watching cartoons, you know what I mean? And then I was so demotivated by learning English, honestly, because for me at that time everybody was like kind of cool. You know, everybody was having like their IELTS scores 6.5, 7.5. I was like, nah, I can't do that probably. But thank God, you know, at that time I realized, actually I have a talent in learning languages, a special talent. You know, I don't want to be in the box. Like, I don't want to be in the system. Like, I don't want to learn, like, I don't like learning language systematically. You know, I want to learn it on my own. It's like there is a special method that I've created along years. You know what I mean? By watching and listening. This is how I learn like languages. Not by studying, not by hours and hours like learning grammar.
Okay, right. So your first introduction to English was through cartoons, and media content, right?
Media content, yeah.
So, and when did you decide to, you know, to get formally educated? When did you decide to get formal tuition on English learning, like signing up for a course? So you said your first teacher was Mr. Noder, right?
Yep.
Right. So, what was your introduction to language learning or IELTS at the time?
They taught me for free. Okay. Yeah, they taught me for free. They said, "Hey, just come to my course. Okay. You know, you don't have to be worried about money. Just come in and learn." I was like, really? I was kind of ashamed, and at the same time, I was like, really, I was looking for this opportunity. And then I just applied for the IELTS. What else? I forgot. Wait a second. Can we like cut here and there?
No, this is an unfiltered podcast. That's totally fine. You know, it happens. Memory lapses.
Yep.
It happens to me all the time. So I wouldn't make a big deal out of it. So, so you got your IELTS. What was your first score at the time?
6.5.
Well, I guess, which is not bad. My first score was 6.5 too.
It was bad for me. It was bad.
Right. At the time, about a decade ago, if you got 6.57,
it was a big deal.
It was a big deal. Everyone, you'd be on top of the world, right? So, it also picked up somewhere that you are TOEFL certified too.
Yeah.
So, why did you decide to do TOEFL as well? Was IELTS not enough?
No, it's not about IELTS. It's like I had to, as I said before, I moved to China after graduating my university. And then China required me to have that certificate. It was an online course. So let me trace back to my university life a little bit. So after graduating school, like at university, I tried to find a job here in Bukhara, especially, and I found a job on what's it called, LinkedIn. Yeah, I found a job as a translator at Hyundai Engineering. So I worked there probably 8 months. I was a contractor there. I worked there 8 months, and then at the same time I was looking again back in my mind. I want to get away. I was seeing myself like in a foreign country, you know what I mean. And then I applied for during my work back in Hyundai Engineering, I tried to apply for IELTS like again for the second time. I had that thought back in my mind that if I get a higher score, I'm gonna be successful. I need that higher score. I need that higher score. I didn't have any formal teachers there. Like after work, I was coming to my dormitory and learning hours and hours, listening, reading. Yeah, second time I applied again. It was 7. It was 7. I scored 7.
But I guess that was enough to land a job as a teacher in China, right?
Yeah.
So,
During my time, like I started applying for jobs, any kinds of jobs that you can imagine. So I was looking for like work in Dubai, in China. Like China has never been on my radar at all. I was not even thinking about it. So I was just looking for an opportunity. There was a friend of mine who suggested me to go to China as an English teacher. I was like, no way, I can't do that. What are you talking about? A teacher? Nah, look at my score, like 6.57. I'm barely making it here. It's like, no, just do it. Just go for it. Why don't you just apply for it? I was like, yeah, let me do that. And then they have their requirements. Like you need to do like demo video. You need to have some kind of certificate. And I did all of that. Funny enough, they accept. I had an interview, like online interview. I've been accepted, but I didn't know that because at that time I sold my phone. I still remember. Oh my God, I still remember. I had like iPhone 5C or 5S back in the days. So after applying for the job, I didn't receive any like feedback. And then I sold my phone. Like I forgot about it. So as you know, everything related to China goes through WeChat. They don't use like us, like Instagram, Facebook, or anything else. So after selling my phone, just I got a new phone. It's like 6 months has passed, and then I downloaded WeChat again. Like, let me see what's going on here. And my agent was sending me messages, calling me. Like it was like 13 messages. Hey, where you at? Where you been? Like, what happened to you? They've accepted you. I was like, oh my God, let me text him again. So they said, okay, let me set up a new interview for you. Let's see how it works. So I've been accepted again. I quit my job. I got my visa. I was on my way to China. Just one-way ticket, $200 in my pocket. And yeah, that's it.
So you saw it as an opportunity to leave behind this life you had here and start a new one, new chapter, new
because I was so tired of living here, to be honest with you.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I was born and raised here. I'm a proud son of Bukhara. Because of the life opportunities back in the days, I just want to get away from here.
Yeah.
Start my new life. And then I was on my way to China. Like anything, like I have this stereotype. I had no idea about China. Just some words, ni hao, and Jackie Chan, and the Great Wall of China, and that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, what was it like living in China? It's like I'd imagine it's really crowded place to be in.
It is.
Right. A lot of people.
I have a love and hate relationship with China. Yeah. I mean, first year I was struggling. I was struggling a lot. I mean, culturally, I was struggling. Like first day they've invited me to have a dinner. I just, like vividly remember that. And in my mind they were screaming. They were yelling when they talked to each other. Like I was like, what's going on? Is that because of me? You know what I mean? Just because I didn't know the language, because I didn't know their tones. And then like slowly I started to pick up on language. Like as I said before, I was a ESL teacher there. Like I was working in a kindergarten. You don't have to have like lots of knowledge about English to be able to work in a kindergarten in China.
So basically, they wanted you as a babysitter, not exactly as a teacher.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Or would you say it's an overstatement, over generalization of your
No, I
job
was a
there?
legit teacher.
Uh-huh.
I was teaching English,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't have any experience. That was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So they gave me like a couple of flashcards. They said, just go and teach. So I just entered the classroom and there were like 40, 50, I guess 50 students. They were looking at me, like sitting like this. I was like, what the heck? What's going on here? What am I going to do? I thought I'm going to run away. I literally thought that just, I can't do that. I can't. It's not my thing. What am I doing here? And then I had these flashcards like Apple car, some basic words in English. So I just said hello, and they will look at me. So again, hello. Basically, it was a like total failure from my side because I didn't have any experience, and they didn't tell me like how to do that. So I went back home, and I just started to search how to be an ESL teacher in China. I watched like 50 videos on YouTube, and then the next day I was ready. I was ready. Just I came back, and then I was hearing that they wanna looking for like they wanna replace me with another teacher because I was so bad. But they didn't know that I was prepared. Now let's do it. And then I returned to school. I entered the classroom. I started teaching. I was being energetic. You know what I mean? And yeah, this is how it started.
Were you going to university there at the same time?
No, not at all.
All right. So you went to China just to work.
Just to work.
How long were you there?
I mean, in general, overall,
Yeah.
like 6 years. I
For
would say.
6 years,
6
you
years. I
stayed
lived
there and
there.
worked as an English teacher.
No. Just for about like I worked there as an English teacher for almost 3 years. Almost 3 years.
Until it got boring
Yeah, until it got boring.
and you decided
Don't
to
get me
try
wrong.
something else.
The pay was good. The pay was good. I mean, I was living this comfortable life there. Everybody was like, "Oh, he's a foreign teacher." Here is the thing: they don't represent you as a native. Like they don't represent you as who you are. They represent you as a native speaker. So, my name was Justin. Yeah, that was my name.
So
they
no one
asked me
called
to
you-
pick one name in like English name. I was like, "What's wrong with my name?" Like, nah, it's not gonna sound like legit. I'm like, yeah, Justin maybe, because at that time like I was listening a lot like Justin Timberlake. Like, yeah, let it be Justin. And then
So what did you do the other 3 years of your life when you were in China?
it's a long story, man. I'm coming to this. um, and then I got bored. I got bored teaching because it was monotonous life. Just you do it again and again, repeat. I got bored from kids. Know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I love kids, but when you do it like over and over years and years, you're gonna get bored.
Yeah.
No.
I can absolutely relate to what you're describing here right now. I did get bored of teaching myself too, and that's why I decided to sort of, step away from it for a while and try other things, which is what I'm doing. I'm not involved in teaching much these days. It's the repetition aspect of it that really tires you, right? Having to do the same thing, and it numbs you as a person, and it makes you crave for different things, some color in your life. So you decide to, finally come out of your comfort zone and try something different for a change. And that's what happened to me only after 5 years of teaching. But in your case, it was a little shorter, 3 years. So what did you do afterwards?
So during the 3 years, I was learning Chinese. I started learning Chinese again for free. I was blessed. I was blessed by being there, and everybody was trying to help me. I was not afraid making mistakes at all. Who cares? Who's gonna judge you? You know what I mean? And everybody was helpful. Like, hey, you're not gonna say it in this way. Let me teach you how to pronounce it in Chinese. I was like, cool. pick it up. So I started learning Chinese. I started to communicate with the other people of that area I was living in. It was good. The more I studied Chinese, the more doors started to open up for me. The more opportunities started to open up. I was like, cool, let me learn more. Let me invest on that, you know. And then I started to hire teachers for me, like online again. And then, yeah.
Right. So the other 3 years of your life when you were in China, you were learning Chinese.
Learning Chinese, yeah.
What were you doing for a job?
I was heavily involved in part-time jobs as well. You know what I mean? Just, again, as a teacher.
Freelancing?
Freelancing, yeah.
Right.
Freelancing. But the pay was good. That's why I was involved. During the COVID, I was still there in China. I didn't come back.
And what China was like during COVID? Everyone, I really want to know what went down there.
We were having fun.
Really?
Like everyone was struggling around the world. I was watching news. I mean, yeah, nah, let's get out.
So it's nothing like people being locked away in their houses, everyone walking around with masks on. Because when you watch stuff on TV, during quarantine, it seemed like the end of the world, some kind of a zombie apocalypse.
Yep.
But what was the reality of it actually at the time?
It depends on where you're at. And I mean, it depends on the cities. You know, I was in Beijing, the capital of China. We were not controlled that heavily. Yeah, of course, there were times like we were locked up. Of course, there were times like didn't let us. Like I stayed in my apartment for about 6 months. Yeah, there was, it was difficult. At the same time, it was fun. You know, there was a time like I got depressed as well. Imagine being locked up in your apartment for about 6 months.
Well, no need to imagine. We actually lived through that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There was an announcement on the WeChat group from our embassy. They were saying, hey guys, if you guys want to leave China, there is a last chance. There was a last flight back to Tashkent. It's like, if you want to sign up, right now is the time. I was looking at that message. I was like, what should I do? Should I go back? Should I stay? What's gonna happen if I stay? What's gonna happen if I go back? Can I come back again? You know, all of these like thoughts. And then I called my boss, like manager at that time. I said, hey, let me be honest with you. Here's the message I received. I sent him a screenshot. Like, what do you think? And he was like, it's up to you. If you want to stay, we're going to support you. I was like, cool, I'm going to stay. And 6 months, I never worked, and they paid me half of my salary. How cool was that?
That's amazing. I'd love that too. Imagine never going to work, but you still get paid.
Yeah.
Even if it's half the salary.
Half the salary.
Yeah. Oh, now I get it. What you meant when you said fun.
No.
It is fun getting paid
fun.
for doing nothing. Probably were in your apartment all day long playing computer games.
Yeah, I was like, yes. I started learning, I started continue learning Chinese that time because you have the time, like all the time you want. I mean, again, there was a time like as I said before, I got depressed because you're not allowed to see anyone, you're not allowed to go out, and then all of these COVID tests, like every morning they're gonna like knock on your door.
Oh, literally, you had inspectors come and bang on the door, ask you to take a test.
Especially for foreigners.
Oh, right, right. Okay. Were you staying alone at the time, or you had some roommates, friends?
No, I was alone.
Yeah.
I was alone. I was living in the studio.
That must be depressing as hell. Yeah. Right. Right. When you got roommates, you have sort of way of coping with it. You can chat, socialize. But when you happen to be in a room stuck all by yourself, it can get pretty dark, right?
Dark, yeah.
Right. So when did you decide to return home? Well, what made you come home?
That's a good question. Sometimes I question myself, why did I return home? You know,
You regret coming back home?
No, it's not. I think I made that decision emotionally. I didn't want to come back. because I was living really good there. Like just, I had a job. I was like, there was money coming in. You know what I mean? There was a part-time job. I started doing business here and there. You know what I mean? Just that was my time now. You know, I bought my first car there. It was a Hyundai accent, but you know, I was the happiest person. Like it was my car. I was driving that car as if like I was driving Ferrari. You know.
Right. Did you not miss your folks back home?
Not at all.
Siblings?
Not at all. Yeah, siblings, yes. Family members, yes. But I made lots of friends there. Up till this time, people say like it's impossible to have friends in China.
Why is that?
I don't know. They have this like this kind of stereotype. They think that like Chinese people, if they don't see any benefits from you, they're not gonna be friends with you.
Okay.
There is this kind of stereotype like among foreigners.
So if it wasn't homesickness that brought you back home, then what was it?
My mom.
Right.
To be absolutely honest with you, I was missing home as well. But I was on the fence. Should I come back home or should I stay? If I stay there, if I stayed there, I had lots of opportunities to get a green card, like Chinese green card. It's, as you know, one of the hardest green card in the world right now. If I don't come back home, so my mom was living alone that time. Like, you know, she was getting, in my mind, she was getting old. I need, you know, it's time to take care of her. So I decided to come back home. I chose my family over all of these opportunities, but not realizing that it's not the end of the world, you know. And I came back home. I just it was hard. Like it was like I was facing reverse cultural shock. You know what I mean?
In what sense?
In what, like in many sense, like by I was a complete different person. You know what I mean? Just I was, after coming back from China, I was not accepting so many things, but what's going on around me. Like I was arguing, I didn't understand. Like why would they do that? That there are certain things people did it. I didn't get a grasp of it.
So what things do you mean by that? Like, I'd assume since Uzbekistan and China are both Asian nations, they have a lot in common. But here you are telling me returning, you know, going from one Asian country to another was a total cultural shock. So what are some difficulties you had upon returning home specifically? What are some areas where you had problems seeing eye to eye with people?
Standing in a queue, that was the biggest problem that I faced. I was like, and then dealing with people, that is the second problem that I faced. And the third of all was the third one was mindset. How they people think. I was having trouble. I didn't want to go outside. I was staying alone at home. You know what I mean?
So what are some key differences in Uzbek and Chinese mindsets?
Oh, they are so disciplined.
You mean the Chinese people?
Chinese people, they're
Right.
so disciplined. They're not gonna argue. They're not gonna raise they're not gonna raise their voice. If there is a queue, they're gonna stand. You know, like without arguing. But here it was a crazy land for me. Like, oh my God, I'm from Bukhara. Like, what's going on? Why can't I accept that? You know what I mean? But I was missing China. I was missing China heavily. Like, it was like my mom, like, she was asking, "Hey, what's going on with you? You not seem alright? Just do you want to see the doctor?" I was like, "Nah, I'm okay. Just, I miss China a lot." And then it was a time I decided to get married. But I don't want to talk about my family. Just I got married. Let's skip on that part as well.
We can just leave it at that.
Yeah.
You don't have to get into details
Yeah.
here. So regarding your, you know, job, so you used to teach in China, and then you did a little bit of freelancing and business. What kind of profession, career did you decide to have once you returned home? It's like, You are right now involved in a lot of different
Yeah.
industries, businesses. So, what was the first thing that came to your mind when you returned home? What kind of business did you want to do?
I didn't have a business, like I didn't have any business plans at that time because I didn't see myself as a businessman, as an entrepreneur. I thought it's not my thing. It's not my thing because I've tried in the past, it didn't work out. It's like I just nah, it's not my thing. At the same time, I couldn't work in the office in the cubicles. I was like boxed in, I couldn't accept it. So I started working as a translator. Again, the payment was really good in that time. I was getting paid per day, $150. It was a great thing.
Yeah, it is.
$150. Again, freelancing. And then I landed a job in Tashkent at 7 Tech. Have you? I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
sure.
a pretty popular brand in
Popular
Bukhara now too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they say they sell household appliances,
Sure.
right? Ovens, micro ovens, cooking ovens, fridges, coffee machines, right?
Well, I landed a job there. It was by surprise. It was like by luck, I would say. Again, the payment was good. Probably should I say should I announce the numbers or?
That's totally up to you.
so it's all right.
Yeah.
So more than $2,000 for Tashkent. It was out of this world.
At the time, though.
At that time, though.
Yeah. Right now, it's hard
Right
to get
now it's
by
hard.
with even that much money.
It's not big money. All right. And then I worked there for about 2 months. And again, don't get me wrong, everything was fine. There was problem with me, with my inner Abbas. I was just having this conversation with myself. Hey, you spent like all your life, like big chunk of your life in China, and you came back here and you're working in office cubicles, and what are you doing with your life? And I worked at the 7 Tech as a sourcing manager. So basically, what we did was we sourced these home appliances from China. I was heavily involved in the meetings, in the discussions with the Chinese factories. I was responsible for logistics as well. And little did I know that everything, like puzzles from this year, I realized that all the puzzles coming together. Like all of my struggles, all of my life experience led to this point of my life. Because I was getting experience. I had no idea about logistics. I had no idea about sourcing. So I worked there for 2 months. Again, there was a voice in me like, I want to go back to China. I miss China. I love China. And then I'm a different person when I go to China. You know what I mean? Like when I speak Mandarin, I miss speaking Mandarin. I don't know, like a person never been to China would never understand me, really.
What about China that pulls you back so much? What is it about this country?
Everything, from culture, from food, from people, you name it.
Okay.
Again, everyone's experience is different. I know some people, they lived there for 7-8 years. People that I know from different countries, they haven't learned even language. Like they just know some couple of words and that's it.
At what point do you sort of start to appreciate their culture? Is that when you learn their language?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I started learning that language, when I, got deeper, I started to appreciate, because Chinese people, once they trust you, you are the one of the best, ally that they can have. All of my friendships and partnerships, they started with random handshakes in China. You know what I mean? What else? Yeah, basically.
So go back to that inner voice that told you you wanted to change a scene.
Yeah.
You wanted a change of scenery.
Because I was envying people in a good way. I was envying people like random people that I got to know. They were saying, "Oh, I have this company in China, but can you speak Chinese?" No, I don't speak Chinese. Like I have no idea, but I set up a company. I'm doing this business. I was like, "How do you guys?" I spent like 5 years of like 6 years of my life, but I couldn't set up a company there. How do you guys do that? And then I was invited in a export company, like a car export company. I landed a job again through my friends. I landed a job, and I went back again. I went back to China. I was in the office, but at this time, my mindset was changed. You know what I mean? Like I'm here to learn and work. So I'm not here to work for you because I hate working for people. Let me see how do you guys operate. Let me see that. Like let me dive into it. This is how it started. Yep.
What car company did you go to?
It's like a Chinese car like export company. They export cars to Russia, like Central Asian countries. And then after working there for 2 months, I decided to set up my own company. I was like, yeah, there is a huge opportunity back in Uzbekistan. Like,
So when you say a car company, do you mean like a legit company that makes cars, or
No.
more like a dealership?
it's not a dealership, like export company. Like what they do is that they have like in China they have like 3-4 platforms where you can buy secondhand cars, like I mean used cars, and then you just call them and you just buy cars from them. They again they're not new cars, they're used cars. There is a huge demand in Central Asian countries right now for used cars because once a new car leaves the dealership, 30 like at least 30% off of the actual price.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing. So you're telling me a lot of people actually prefer to get a secondhand car.
Sure. No one's buying, like as far as I know, no one is buying like even no one's buying a new cars. No one's buying like new cars, like because there is no point. It's just a huge waste of money.
So if I spot someone in the city driving around in a Chinese made car,
Yep.
right, like Zeekr,
Yep.
Odds are it's a secondhand car.
Probably, yeah, 90%. I'm not saying there are certain people, like the certain caliber of people, they don't want to have anything with used cars. They want to have new ones. But most of the people that I know, they drive used cars. They're not ashamed of it. There is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Again, you can save up lots of money on that. Yeah.
Right. So currently the business you're involved in is the export of cars, right?
Yes.
Import of cars.
Import of cars, yeah.
Right. So you have cars delivered to Uzbekistan, Bukhara, and you distribute them to local dealerships, or you sell them yourself.
Yes, sir.
So
yeah, I sell myself. Like I set up a company here. It's called Abbas Group.
okay.
But it is it's a multi-streamed group. I'm not only involved in cars. Like I have a travel company. I have like car company. We'll get into that later on. Yes, I mean, so it's called Abbas Motors. It's located in Bukhara. I can invite you, like next
Sure,
time
I'll drop by
yeah.
sometime. All right. As someone who's been trading cars for quite a long time, quite a bit of time, maybe not long, what do you think is the best car to get right now? Chinese car.
Chinese car.
Yeah. You seem to be familiar with different models, right? Their make, engines.
There is a saying: the best car that you can have is the one that you can afford. Yeah, that is the best car.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to your budget. I mean, there is no such a thing as the best car. There is no such a thing, the reliable car anymore.
If I'm someone who prioritizes speed
Yeah.
and fuel efficiency, What kind of car do you think I should get?
Are you interested in EV or in
No, I'm more
hybrid?
into combustion engine cars, traditional cars.
Traditional cars?
Yeah, I like the engine revs.
May I know your budget?
um, Unlimited.
Unlimited.
Let's just say unlimited. I mean, I don't really have that money. I can set it as a dream car and work toward it.
Yes.
So assuming that I have a ton of cash loaded in my bank account, so as someone who appreciates speed and fuel efficiency and wants to go drifting around town,
Get a Japanese one.
Japanese one.
Yeah.
All right, stay away from the Chinese market.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not playing on that. Look, here's the thing. In China, you can find any car company. I mean, they set up all of their factories in China, all over China. Even Toyota has their own factory. Hyundai, BMW, Mercedes. There is no such a there is no difference between Chinese-made cars and German-made cars because the standard is the same. You know what I mean? Like even your phones, they're made in China, but by the standard of that particular company. So there is a stereotype. There is a stereotype. Like when I talk to my clients, they say, "Is it Chinese made?" Yes, but it's BMW. But there is nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I know so many people. We used to sell cars to Russia. They would buy like Mazda or Toyota, and then they would ask us to remove the Chinese characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to show off to their peers. Oh, I got this Toyota from Japan.
Right. Right. China has become the hub of manufacturing. So you
Definitely,
just,
yeah.
but clearly there are differences between Chinese-made and European-made cars. I've heard Tesla made in China is
Yeah.
not exactly the same as Tesla made in Europe. It's like there are a lot of differences.
Yes.
I see some car review videos on the internet, and people say Chinese-made Teslas they use in some parts cheaper products, or they lack some features.
They might lack some features. For example, autopilot. I think it's not still available in China or subscription based. Other than that, I mean, there's 90% of the time they are the same. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So company, how did you go about like setting this company up? So if I'm someone who wants to set up my own car dealership or car trading company, what's the first thing I do? Where do I find the people? And where how do I set up the infrastructure?
Here in Bukhara, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Or is it all trade secrets you don't want to share?
No, it's not a secret thing.
Yeah.
So you need to find the reliable partners, first of all, I would say. Someone who you know. Because before setting up the company, I've been told that, you cannot make it because lots of companies that are in Tashkent, they filed bankruptcy or just, they closed up. I was like, what's going on? And then I started to dig into it. And then I found out that, they're not the one who screwed them up, their clients, their partners actually. You need to find reliable partners in China. And then because it's a chain of logistics, it's not only up to you or from your office. So what we do is can I describe how we work?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
That's what I asked for actually.
So there are 4 platforms that we work with. They all they have special websites, applications, and based on your requirements, we're gonna look for a car. For example, you come to my office and say, "Hey, Abbas, I have this let's assume you have 30,000 US dollars. It's I want to get this car for this budget. What can you recommend?" That's the one type of people. And there's another type of people. They already know what they want to get. They know the color. They know the model. They know the year of the production, and all of that. And then I start to I'll consult you. Like, what can you get for this price? For this price, do you want to get EV, hybrid, or combustion engine car? And then after setting up, after finalizing that decision, and I will give you a couple of examples. I will send you based on your requirements again. I will send you a couple of examples, and then you are the one who's gonna pick it. And then we will start to reserve that car. For example, you decided to get a Zikr. And then after deciding that we're gonna reserve that car, which means they're gonna delete that post from their website. It's not gonna be available for other people. So again, it's money. Like there's a down payment for that, and then you have like 3 days, up to 5 days sometimes. Like you have, let's say, 5 days to make a payment, right? To transfer money to my company, so we can buy that car. You know what I mean? And then during this time, there is like third-party companies. There is third-party companies, independent third-party companies. They will go on your behalf and check the car for you. Was it in car? Was it involved in car accident?
Yeah.
They're gonna check all of the is the mileage is correct? Was it because there are so many cars, they've been painted, and you have no idea what actually happened to the car. So that's why we hire third-party companies so on our behalf to check it for us, and they're gonna report us. They're gonna report back, and with the pictures and videos, and then we're gonna send those documents, that portfolio to you, so you can have the final decision. Are you satisfied with your car? Is it okay for you to have this car? And after deciding that, and we're gonna buy the car after doing the inspection. If this, again, one more thing, there's I need to mention, if the car is EV, we're gonna check the battery health status for you as well. It's important. Because as you know, all of the batteries, they're gonna degrade by the time. So basically, it's gonna take 3 days until we're gonna get the car back on our office in China, and then we're gonna start preparing documents, all of the documents for export. Basically, it's gonna take like 15 days until you get your car, but for our clients, we're gonna say like 35, 40 days, because it's gonna cross like 3 countries. It's gonna cross China, Kyrgyzstan, and Kazakhstan, and then it's gonna enter Tashkent. So basically, we're gonna say 35 to 40 days, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
Because we have like this experience when we said like 20 days, and we were late.
I really wonder how you guys are dealing with the competition from other secondhand car platforms like OLX. So if I want to buy a secondhand car, can I not just go on OLX and purchase one rather than go through, the trouble of booking one, and then you guys go and check health and status, and all this information is available with just a click?
Sure. I mean, majority of people that the cars that available on OLX are sold by middlemen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the price the price, it's a little bit higher than that we offer. I'm not saying we are the cheapest one. I'm saying that the majority of them, I talked to them, I called them, like I did the market research before starting it. You know what I mean? So, and then you have no report from that car. You're just gonna they're gonna say, oh, it's in ideal form. There's nothing happened to the car. You can trust us. But from our side, we're gonna provide all of the documents, like the pictures, videos, and all of that.
Right. What's the coolest car you ever had to get for someone?
There are so many cars that I got
Yeah.
for people. Probably, I would say Zikr 007 GT.
I like Zikrs too. I'm really big on Zikr. Right. The color is great.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
I
one.
don't like black. I don't like white.
Yeah.
Orange just really hits the spot.
You know why?
Why is
Because
that?
there are so many white and black colors on the roads. Because it's free.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for that color.
No, you have to. I think for white, you gotta pay for white. White is more expensive than black.
No, no,
as far
no.
as I know.
Trust me. In China, I'm speaking like in terms of China. In
Yeah.
China, it's free.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to like pay extra for the color. Like if there is like a Brooklyn gray or Narda gray or whatever, orange, like deep orange, they're coming up with this glacier gray or oh my god, like so many colors that they popped up these days. You gotta pay on top of that.
Right.
Normally, $1,000 just for the color.
Which is not bad, I
Which
guess.
is not bad, yeah.
$1,000 for color of your choice. Have you ever had to bring in some sports cars too? Like crazy dope looking cars?
Yeah, Zikr is like 007 GT.
It's a sports car.
It's a sports car. It's a
Right.
sports car. It's gonna accelerate from 0 to 100 in 4.2 seconds, which is quite good.
Well, it's incredible.
Yeah, it's
Ask me.
incredible. Yeah.
So I drive Cobalt actually. 2023. 2020. Yeah, it's 2023.
Shout out to GM.
I've been driving it for 3 years now, and I don't want to switch. I like the car. I'm quite used to it. Right. I mean, the acceleration time is 10 to 15 seconds, but still, I like the rumble of the engine. I'm so used to it.
1.5 liters. Oh my god. Just
I can't really get enough of it. My brother recently got BYD,
okay.
BYD Champion,
Okay.
and it's a big SUV car, and I drove it around. When you're going fast, you can actually tell you're going fast.
Yeah.
It's like you're floating in air, and
Yes.
I don't like that feeling.
Yeah.
The problem with that is, my ears are accustomed to hearing the rumble of the engine, so I can like instinctively tell I'm going fast or slow. But with an EV, you can't. You have to look at the speedometer, and I don't like that. But with a sports car, though, you actually feel the car. It's like part of you. When you're going fast, you know you're going fast. With an EV, you don't have that feeling. It's out of the equation.
Man, I've got a solution for that too.
What's that?
I mean, it's quite popular. I'm not sure, like, do you have heard of it or not? There's not lots of, like, some people that I know, they started installing, like, speakers on their EV cars.
I've heard about that.
And then you can change the rev of the car. Like, it can be G-Wagon, BMW, M3 competition,
Yeah.
or Nissan, you name it.
Yeah, that's like faking
Faking, yeah.
excitement. I mean, I don't think it really worked for me.
But Chevy cars, like in China, one of the cheapest cars that are available in China. I mean, they are not that popular. Nobody buys Chevy cars there.
Right. So, EVs are like feel-wise very smart choice, but in terms of, I guess, durability, reliability, and excitement factor, I'd pick traditional cars 10 out of 10 times. I just feel like they're still hard to beat.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I never understood, like, I still cannot take it. You need to upgrade your car, like, I mean, update your car as a phone. Why? I mean, why should you wait it? Like, it's connected to the cloud, and you're gonna wait for it. And everyone, like, if there's something wrong with the internet, you cannot turn on the car as well.
Oh, really?
Yes, like sometimes it happens. I mean,
That's also a little bit creepy if you think about
Yes.
it. Someone can control your car remotely.
definitely, yeah.
Right? I actually heard rumor that was just one time Elon Musk locked up someone in their Cybertruck remotely. Is that true? Is that legit?
Yes, in America, I've heard of some people, and I watched some videos where they say, because they buy cars on credit, right, or loans. Like, I mean, in order to get a like lower score, there are certain requirements. I'm talking about Tesla right now. So after like they're gonna control like your speed as well. They're gonna know if you over the speed limit, they're gonna cut your score.
Wow.
If you're driving after, I don't want to lie. Like I want to do fact checking, but probably after 11 o'clock, they're gonna lower your score again because it's like you need to be sleeping at this time.
You see, at some point in history, car was associated with freedom. It meant freedom, having your own car, being able to go around wherever you like, whenever you like, with whomever you liked. But the things you're talking about undermine the very idea of owning a car.
Yes.
Right? It's sad reality. That's all the more reason why I think you shouldn't have an EV car with all the gizmos and technology, right?
To having an EV, it's cool and all that, and then there is some creepy stories I'm gonna tell you about EV.
Oh, really?
Cars. Yes, it's not only like Chinese EV brands. Also, like Germans started this trend of subscription-based features. For example, so in order to have heated steering wheel, you're gonna pay monthly. Imagine that. You have that feature, it's built in, but you gotta pay for that. How crazy is that?
I think it's smart. It's not crazy. From a company's perspective, this way they can ensure extra cash flow, guaranteed cash flow. That's
On the from the perspective of the drivers,
yeah,
it's not bad.
it's a ripoff.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that. Who would want that, right? It's that's why if I'm ever upgrading my car, I am going with a traditional car for sure, traditional one. I don't want an SUV. I tried my brother's car, BYD Champion, and I don't like it. The thing about SUVs is when you go fast, they start tilting and shaking crazy. And it kind of gets dangerous to go fast in those cars. So because of the air resistance, so you want a smaller, compact car so you can go fast.
I mean, do you have any specific cars on your mind?
No, not exactly. I mean, right now I don't have my mind set on any cars, but I know for sure it's not gonna be an AV. Yeah, I'll stick with old-fashioned cars. So you said you're managing a bunch of other companies alongside your car dealership platform. So what is Justin's Academy?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I haven't talked about it.
You listed it on your resume as something you're involved in right now.
Sorry, man. I've lost the train of my thoughts. I'm all over the place. You know what I mean? So let me trace back to China. As I said before, I worked as an ESL teacher, and I started having at the COVID time, we started having my school started having having online classes for the kids because everybody was staying at home. So basically, what we did was every day we should have 30 minutes of class for our students. Just to keep them motivated, just to let them know we are here, nothing has ended. At that time, there was an idea, why don't I set up my own online platform for Chinese people, for Chinese kids? You know what I mean? And then I started having after even COVID, I started posting ads on my WeChat. If you guys interested, learn English, I'm available. Just for fun. I didn't mean to have it. And I started a bunch of parents started to join in. At least they were interested. I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And then because as I said before, I have lots of partners along the way. I team up with the other teachers, and we started this platform. It's called Justin's Academy. I have all of the materials. I know how it works. I have the clients' portfolios. Why not? It's still active. We have I'm not gonna say we have hundreds and hundreds of students. We have more than 50 students at this time, and I have like 6 teachers. I don't teach English anymore. I'm just there to manage the school. Yeah.
So if teachers based in Uzbekistan wanted to teach online and make a few bucks, would they be able to join your platform?
Yeah, that's the new project that I mentioned when I saw you in the gym.
Right.
Yeah, so I want to get some Uzbek teachers because I know our people like they're really qualified, and you never know that they are from Uzbekistan when they start speaking English.
Yeah.
There is one caveat though. We're not gonna announce them like we're not gonna say, "Oh, this teacher is from Uzbekistan," or
Don't
he's
you think
actually.
that's a bit dishonest when you don't share this information, when you hold back this information.
Well,
It's like you're actually charging people extra because of that perception.
yes,
The idea that you are a native when in reality you're not.
but I'm hiring like native-like teachers here,
Well, exactly, native like, but not native.
not native.
Big difference.
Well, this is how it works. This is how it works. I mean, this is the reality. I mean, I never like back in the days, like I've never thought that how could they do that? Why don't they tell that I'm from Uzbekistan? And then I started realizing that not many people know about Uzbekistan.
Well, aren't people smart enough to figure that out themselves? Like, if I clicked on someone's profile on the internet, and I could just tell they are not a native based on their physicality, physical features, right?
Sure.
You look very, Asian,
Yeah.
Eastern. You don't look Caucasian. You don't look Georgian. You don't look American. You don't look European. So I wouldn't assume you're native in the first place,
Yeah.
right?
But
Or don't you at least have your like social media attached to those profiles so people can go and see where you're originally from?
my school is based on China, like based in China. Like I don't have any students from like other part of the world. Here is how it works. Like I know some people who work in China. I don't want to expose them, but if they're watching me. But anyway, I knew some people who come to China not knowing English at all, and they were teaching English. Can you imagine that?
It's very much like an Uzbek trying to teach English with very little English,
Yeah.
having learned very little English. That's not incomprehensible, but what I'm thinking still is it's a bit deceiving. It's deceitful, right? I would assume that like when you set up the platform and have those teachers' profiles, you'd have on the part where you mention nationality, you
No.
mention Uzbek.
You got me wrong. You got me wrong. We don't mention nationalities. We don't mention just. We don't mention nationalities, or we don't mention their actual names.
But you do advertise yourself as a native teacher platform.
My teachers, yes.
Right.
No, we don't advertise like this teacher is from America. This teacher from Canada. We just put their academic background, and that's it.
Okay. Right.
I mean, again, the clients themselves, they're gonna pick the teachers.
Right. It sounds like a very promising
Yeah.
business. Now that a lot of people are getting into, I mean, English has always been on trend. People need English, like you said, to unlock opportunities around the world. And you happen to be very lucky to be in Uzbekistan, where there's actually a surplus of teachers.
Yes.
We have so many people graduating universities, getting their IELTS, looking for jobs. And I mean, who doesn't mind? Who doesn't want working online and making a lot of money?
Bucks.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm providing jobs. You talked about it deceiving people.
Yeah.
That's
Well, not exactly the same, but a
Yeah.
little bit dishonest when you position yourself as a platform where you cater lessons by native speakers when in reality those people aren't actually native.
No, we
speakers
have
of
also
language.
like Chinese teachers as well on the platform. What they do is that they work as an assistant teacher. if there is some problem like comes up, or there is a problem with their homework, they can assist me.
Right.
So basically, this is how it works.
Right. Right. Well, if you're thinking about scaling your business, I think there's a lot we can do, like in cooperation. Right. We have a lot of students graduating and they're looking for jobs. Well, I think they may not qualify for a job in Bukhara because the bar is high.
Bar is high.
Our requirement is band 8, but there are a lot of students who are of working age with 7s and 7.5s, which I think would make great teachers for Chinese learners.
They are even, I would say, like I would argue they're overly qualified.
Right, right. It's only in Uzbekistan that's so competitive, getting into this career, right? Interesting thing you also mentioned on your resume was the fact that you are involved in trading as well. Is that something? Was it card trading or
Card trading. I meant card trading.
card trading? I thought day trading,
No, card trading.
trading stocks,
No, I'm not involved.
foreign exchange.
I started it, but I've lost some money in it. I was like, not.
I was actually going to get into it myself not long ago. I was thinking about making some extra cash, so I thought, why not give it a shot? And then I started learning all the different things about candles. Like you start reading patterns and trajectories. They were doing so much math for very little profit.
Yes.
Right, and even then. You can lose all of that with just a single trade, with a single bet.
Don't you think it's like it's a little bit like gambling?
It is. Well, when you say gamble, as long as there's a risk element, it is a gamble. But if you mean it from the perspective of Islamic religion, where it's not permitted, there are types of trading that are permissible and types that are not. Forex trading or day trading is more of an umbrella term, which includes forex trading, is permissible. Yeah. And the concept is that as long as there is an element of risk and the company whose stocks you're trading are not involved in the sales of impermissible products like weapons or not halal food stuff, then you cannot you cannot trade their stocks. You cannot be involved in trading on their behalf.
So basically, it means that you need to study every company that you are.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you would have to. I think there are actually platforms that rate companies in terms of their Islamic compliance or non-compliance and whatever. It's a very deep field you can go into, but at the end of the day, I just figured you can still be making a lot of money doing traditional jobs, right? Yeah. Like you set up a business, run your own company, right? You don't have to. The idea that you're gonna be a millionaire by the age of 20, being a day trader, is oversold. So a lot of
people pushing it.
Yeah, a lot of people buy into it. They buy courses. Yeah. They see those videos of young people, basically teenagers, buying sports cars or going on fancy vacations, thinking that that's a quick ticket to success and wealth, when in reality, a lot of it is a facade.
Yeah, totally agree.
It's a front. Yeah, it's a front. Yeah. It turns out, at the end of the day, the real winners are exchange firms and companies who know the tricks of the trade. They bet lots of money. They can manipulate the market. They have access to insider information. Yep. They use sophisticated technology, algorithms. You can't really beat them. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. It's like when you walk into a casino, there's a rule, and the rule is casino always wins. Yeah. Yeah. You can't. You might win a few $1,000s, and then you go on to lose a few $1,000, and then you go on to maybe win a few $100,000. But then you get addicted to it, and you want more and more and more, and eventually you end up losing all your money. Yep. Right. So
it is gambling.
It is. Yeah. It is. And only people who are successful in this game, they tell you one thing: you have to be disciplined, and you have to know how to control your feelings. Because when you're winning, you feel you're on top of the world, and you want to go bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and you got to know how to stop yourself. I watched a few trading videos too. Just
Big
sharing
risk.
some of that knowledge.
No, I saw like on social media, like especially on Instagram, people are pushing like day traders, like day traders. They're pushing it. They're like, look at me,
Right.
you know, I've got this much of money. Look at me, I drive this car. No, if you want to be successful like just like me, you know, buy my course.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Right.
Like,
Right. Oh, I saw some actually guys walking into a bank and cashing out $20,000, or showing their bank account on their phone. It's a lot of it is just a lot of it is just a bait, trying to lure people in to buy their courses or to build Ponzi schemes where they ask you for money in exchange for a profit, right? But it's really not guaranteed. Dangerous business to get into, right? You did also mention that you love traveling. How many countries have you been to?
um, I haven't counted them, but every month, if I'm not out of Uzbekistan, I'm gonna get sick.
Every month.
Every month.
You go traveling every month.
Yes, depressed. No, but like, how should I put it for you? Like, I don't travel for the sake of traveling. I just travel. You know, I find a reason just go to country and travel. For example, last month we've been with my partner actually. He's Chinese. We've been to Azerbaijan. Our goal was, of course, traveling, but research the market. I have a project with him. He is involved in Beijing. He set up a company. I am a co-founder of that company as well. It's called Abbas Nomad Travel. We do travel business. Like 2 months ago, we organized a tour for Luxottica. Have you ever heard of this company?
Not really.
It's an Italian company. It's actually a group. What they do is like they make sunglasses, Oakley, Ray-Ban. They all belong to Luxottica. So I'm gonna show you the pictures later on.
Okay.
So we organized for 150 people. I had a chance to meet up with the CEO of that company.
Oh, wow.
And I had a chance to take a picture. Yes, this is what we do in China as well. So basically, I told him like, why don't we go? Like, why don't you come to Uzbekistan? I want to show you around. And he was, there was stun at the end of it. He was in doubt. Like, he was like, should I go there? Is it safe? Know what I mean? And then a lot of people, like Chinese people especially, they confuse Uzbekistan with Pakistan. It's like, from Uzbekistan. By the way, at this point of my life, I'm really proud to be from Uzbekistan. When I travel, I proudly say I'm from Uzbekistan. Because I have lots of I'm really proud of that. Like back in the days, I tried to, cover my passport. I'm not from Uzbekistan, this and that. But these days, it's totally different scenario. I invited him. He was like, "Is it safe? Do you guys have guns and stuff?" I was like, "No, we have grenades." And he came here. He said, like, "You guys have lots of opportunities. Why don't we set up a company here? I mean, you're gonna be responsible for my guests from China, and I'm gonna be responsible there for Uzbek tourists." I was like, "Good idea. Let's start it." And this is how we started. We especially organize for business people. Like if you are a business person and if you're looking for a product in China or a factory, you come to my office and I will set up a meeting with that factory directly. Of course, I'm going to charge for that. And then we're going to organize all of your flights and hotels and everything.
One thing I always, think about when someone talks about China is it like, I might be biased. Is it like a safe place to be in China? Because there are so many people. It's Chinese. I've also heard they eat dogs.
What?
It's a I've seen some of their movies. They're actually quite interesting people, right?
They are.
Great Wall of China.
They are. Let me tell you something. Like there are a lot of people. First of all, and China is huge, and they've got like if I'm not mistaken, 54 minorities in China. They've got Uzbeks as well, Tajiks, Russian people. I mean, they are born in China, but they are minority.
Okay.
Uyghur people as well. Like the majority of them, they are like they say we are Han people. Like they are dominant there. So different cultures, different minorities, they have different their own language, their own culture, their own scripture. For example, there is a place called Inner Mongolia. Like it's close to Mongolia, but the place itself is called Inner Mongolia. They have their own language.
Okay.
It's totally different than Mandarin. If you go to Xinjiang, for example, they're close to us. I mean, the way they speak, the way they talk, and their letter, the letter they write, but it's Arabic actually. Even on their ID, it's written in Chinese, and then in Arabic.
Oh, that's interesting. So, your experience of traveling in China depends on where you end up, which city, which region you would end up in. It's very much like traveling to Uzbekistan. Every region has its own traditions, its own culture, code of conduct. Yeah, so we shouldn't believe whatever we see on the internet.
Lots of people ask me like, so how does that like they've been to China once for about 1 week. They haven't even scratched the surface yet in terms of culture and people, and they have their ideas and they start to share with me. Hey, I went to China and I didn't like that one. I didn't like this one. I was like, how long have you been there? For a week. Oh man, you gotta live there like for at least 3 years just to understand what they think and how they think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fascinating place. So, what other than Azerbaijan, where have you traveled? How many countries have you been to?
I've been to Egypt,
Egypt.
Egypt,
Okay.
Saudi Arabia, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan. I've been all over China. Well, I've been in Caribbean islands as well. That's a long story.
Yeah, do tell us about it. Caribbean islands.
Yeah,
Off the coast of the U.S., right?
yeah.
Okay.
It's right next to Dominican Republic. Oh, I've been to Turkey as well because I had to take a flight from Turkey there.
Okay.
I've been in Colombia, Bogota, and yeah, but I've never got out of the airport. We just stayed there. I've been to Panama.
Of all the countries you've traveled to, which one has been by far the most impressive?
The most impressive.
Yeah, I mean, like obviously, each country has its own charm and has its own culture and things of interest. But if you could travel back to any one of these countries, which one would you pick first?
Obviously, China.
China. Okay. All right.
And then
That's the,
China is always on my radar, like on the first list, on the VIP list, because there are so many things I haven't experienced yet. This is what I think, and there are so many places I haven't been there yet. Next week we are planning to go to China again for Canton Fair. Have you heard of it before?
no, really. You said content fair.
Canton Fair, yes.
Okay.
So basically, it's a festival, not a festival. Like a bunch of factories, they come to one place to give information about their products, and lots of business people go there just to get some new ideas and get to know some new products. And I have 4 people to go with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You must be really excited.
Yeah, I am excited because I haven't been to Guangzhou yet.
Right. This entire time we were talking about China, I didn't bother to ask you how to learn Chinese, and I think I should. So, if I'm someone who would like to pick up Mandarin, where do I start? I mean, just the thought of picking up this language is actually very intimidating. It's very overwhelming.
Actually, Chinese is really easy, I would say. Um, it makes sense sometimes when I learn with characters, but there are some difficulties as well. Like for examples, they have four tones. For example, I'm just gonna give you example. Like for example, there's one word ma.
Ma.
Yes, you can say in four ways, in four tones, like ma, ma, ma. Yeah.
And what did they mean?
So, for example, if you say ma, neutral tone, it means mama, the ma, like mother, for example.
Mother.
Mother, yeah.
Ma. Mother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mama. They don't say ma, they say mama.
Mama.
Mama, yes.
Okay.
Yes. So
Quite
if you
similar.
say the same word but the tone is different, ma, it means horse.
A horse.
A horse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ma.
Ma.
Ma. Ma. Ma.
Ma.
Okay. I'm just learning Chinese, right? Yeah. Okay. What's the third one?
Third one is the everybody knows it. It's a fact. Learn some curse words. Yeah, this is how I started.
Okay.
And because these are the words they were repetitive. I was hearing them all the time between the like native speakers. I was like, what are they saying? What does it mean? Ah, it's a curse word. And they would start to explain it to me in their own language, the meaning of it. I was like, cool.
Okay.
And I started picking up on that.
What's the meaning of the third way of saying ma?
Uh,
You said there are four ways you can say ma, and they mean four different things.
well, man, I need to look it up. I don't know actually.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
because they don't come with one word. Never ever. Just,
Okay.
they need to have two characters together. In order
So
to make
you're
sense.
saying they also vary in spelling.
Yes.
Okay. Right.
What else? The course words, and then learn some like be open. Be open when you talk to Chinese people because Chinese people are more of a introvert. They don't like to open up like really easily. They live in this like safe place. You like you asked me about whether it's safe to live in there or not. It's one of the safest places in the world. Of course, they have their own problems. Of course, they have their imperfections.
Yeah.
But I remember, like walking down the street at 2 a.m. It was the safest place. You would go to the bank or ATM, you get your money cash, and you just walk around. Nothing would happen. I forgot to lock my car for a couple of hours with all of my documents, money, and everything. I would come back and it's still open. Nothing, everything was intact.
Yeah. Interesting. China. You're getting me excited about going to China.
Let's go. I can take you to China.
Well, not for now though. I'm actually not a travel buff. I'm not into traveling. I'm more of a homebody.
Oh, really?
Like to stay home, chill, see. Every now and then, my wife comes out and asks me to go out and to go for a walk, to go out to eat or whatever. And I'm all the time like, okay, you can just do it at home. You can just sit on the couch and chill. I'm not one of those people who are excited about traveling. Maybe I haven't done much traveling before. I've been to the U.S.
Wow.
I went there in 2019 as part of a work and travel exchange program.
Nice.
I worked there as a waiter and made some money, returned home, and that was about it. I didn't do much traveling. I think traveling is a fun thing to do when you got a lot of money. I mean, even if I had a lot of money, I wouldn't do much traveling because would I be excited about traveling? It's the thought of like packing things and going from airport to airport, checking in at a hotel and looking things up. As fun as it sounds, there's a lot of work to be done when you're traveling. It's not like you can just sit and enjoy yourself. I'd rather go to the gym or some spa or sauna where you can just sit and chill.
Man, just this is what excites me. Like have you seen the meme that is on Instagram? It says like basically it says that I can now wake up early in the morning, but when it's time to travel, 4 a.m. I'm in the airport already. So I'm one of those people that like to travel, and as it's a hectic thing to always pack your stuff, go to the airport, check in, early check in, flight delays and stuff. But this is what excites me all the time.
Yeah.
I'm always like for the first, like as if I'm flying for the first time. Like I love this airport smile, the smile of the airport. I love this trouble when you go through the check-in. Yeah.
What are some other interests you got other than traveling? Like, are you into sports?
Oh, I love sports. From my childhood, I was in sports. I did wrestling, like freestyle wrestling, when I was 6 years old. I vividly remember my mom took me to one of the coaches from my neighborhood and said, "This is my kid. I want you to train him." I'm like, this little guy, and I just said, "Yeah, let's go." I did like a couple of years wrestling. And then I was always curious about other stuff. You know, I don't like being just one-sided. I never ever been one-sided. I'm not be perfect at something. You know what I mean? Yeah, I might make mistakes along the way. Like even I speak English. Like you know, there are a lot of mistakes I make. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, I'm not ashamed of that. But I don't like being one-sided. Like if you're an English teacher, you should always improve your English. No. I cannot accept that. And then I started to like explore other disciplines of sport. Then I went to judo. I went to football. And then what else? I tried boxing. You know, I didn't want to be like MMA fighter or professional fighter in that sense, but I just want to explore all of these disciplines, how it works. And at that time, I remember that my friends were like making fun of me. Ah, now you're into judo, huh? Now you're into boxing, huh? But man, I've got lots of experience in those disciplines than rather than being in one sport. So, I can play chess. I can. We go to darts. Like what else? Ping pong. I used to play with Chinese people a lot. Oh, they are so good at it. Yeah, really. Again, I'm not saying I'm really good at every sport I do, but at least I have some kind of knowledge, awareness of those sports. For example, when I was in China, I've learned snowboarding. Oh man, just I because they have like the Chinese people, they have a stereotype that you know foreign people they're really good on snow. Like I was like, yeah, it's my first time. I got my snowboard, and then we went to the place. I said, man, everybody's looking at you. You got to do it. Imagine me for the first time, and an Uzbek guy from Bukhara went for snowboarding because I didn't want to lose my face. You know? And then I just remember I was coming down from the hill, and that's it. I was a black hole.
What happened?
I got a concussion.
Oh, right.
Just I don't know what happened. I opened my eyes, and then like a lot of people, I started to realizing that what am I doing in China? That was the first question I asked myself. I knew I was in China. What am I doing here? The second question that I asked myself, what is my name? You know, I had like trouble trying to remember my own name. Oh, my name is Abbas. Abbas, okay. What am I doing in China? No idea. So I got this concussion. Like I've been to hospital like for about a week, and then I lost my memory for about 1 week, and then after 1 month I started again. I'm like I'm gonna conquer that hill. So basically, I've learned snowboarding by myself. That was one hell of experience. I'm a junkie, like adrenaline
Junkie.
junkie.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what they call it.
yes,
Adrenaline junkie.
adrenaline junkie. I did bungee jumping. What else? karting. I did karting. Wow, it's awesome, man. Yeah,
Just try not to get yourself hurt.
yeah. That's a basic rule.
Doing all those things, try not to get yourself hurt. Right. So, what sport are you doing right now?
Weightlifting.
Weightlifting.
Weightlifting, yes.
Yeah.
It's the. I know it's not that popular. It's getting popular actually. I'm just doing weightlifting at least I'm trying to stick to my schedule, like three times a week. Just to preserve my muscle. As you get older, you need to preserve your muscle.
Yeah. Right.
And be in a good shape. But other than that, in terms of sport, I do boxing again 3 times a week. I do swimming. I go for swimming and sauna and all of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you doing all these activities at Chekhov?
No, not at all. I'm in Chekhov. I'm just weightlifting and swimming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you check out their new swimming pool?
Oh
I haven't been there yet.
man, it's the one of the luxuries that we have in Bukhara. Man. I was so excited. I was so pumped when they announced that, oh, we can open up the swimming pool today.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I wanna try it too, but I don't know how to swim, so I gotta learn how to swim first.
Oh, you don't have to learn it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna drown a couple of times. And
How about sauna? Do they have a working
they don't
sauna?
have sauna yet.
Where do you go for sauna?
For sauna, in my boxing club, we have special sauna. But if I really want to go, like for special sauna, I go to Atlantis Pool. They have like 2 different types of saunas there. They call it like one Turkish, one is like dry sauna. Probably they call it Russian sauna.
I don't really understand this whole concept of using a sauna. How do you just walk in and sit there and that's it?
Yes.
Do you need to regulate the temperature? Do you need to pour water? It's like I've seen people pour water
Yes.
over some dry stones. It's like, what's the whole idea? What are people doing there?
Basically, as I mentioned before, there is like 2 types of saunas that are available for us in Bukhara. One is like steamed sauna, which another name for that is a Turkish sauna. Just you walked in and there's all steam all over your place. That's called steam sauna. Then another one, so Russian sauna, and then that one is a dry sauna. There is no steam and just hot heat. And you don't have to regulate the temperature. It's already been regulated for you. Like I think, if I'm not mistaken, like 90 degrees or 100 degrees Celsius, probably. And you need to stay there at least, like I do 3 rounds and 10 to 15 minutes.
So you go and sit there for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
You come out.
Yep.
And what do? Do you take a shower?
No. Yes. You need to take a shower. You don't have to take a shower. It's up to you. But what I do is like cold. I just pour cold water on me.
Right after you come out the sauna.
It's called cold shock absorption.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what they call it. And then, so your body is like shocked. You know, you need to shock your body all the time. That's why you need to try all of this weightlifting stuff. And then for the second round, I'm gonna take a rest, or I can go for swimming. And then I go for the second round. They say arguably it's the best cardio you can take. You don't have to run. You don't have to swim. You need to just sit in a sauna at least once a week. They recommend.
Isn't there any danger to sitting in a sauna for too long? Like I heard some people fainting.
Yes, if you overdo it.
All right.
Yes, if you manage the time and balance, everything's gonna be okay.
So as a beginner, how long should I be inside a sauna? 10 minutes?
10 minutes, it's a lot. I would say start with by small, like 5 minutes, 7 minutes.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I totally need to get back on whole biohack thing. I used to be big on biohacking. I do intermittent fasting, water fast.
Yes.
I do no caffeine thing, and I did heavy lifting. Tried pretty much everything people try. Big on social media for longevity and stuff. But then I got a little off track. So I'm trying to get back on that track, trying to get back in shape. but it's hard. Takes a lot of discipline.
Takes a lot of discipline.
Discipline. You gotta control
And
yourself.
you got to surround yourself with like-minded people. And that's really important.
Yeah.
Because you can push each other all the time. I have one guy, one buddy of me. He was pushing me too. You know, once I don't have motivation, he's gonna call me. "Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go." As you mentioned, biohacking. Like, I'm a big fan of Andrew Huberman. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
I listen to his podcast and stuff. Like, I take some advice from him. Basically, what I follow is once I wake up, I do like sunbathing for 20 minutes. You know, basically I just take off all my clothes, you know, on my yard and just sit there for 20 minutes, enjoy the sun.
What do you do on those days when there's no sun?
I sit more like not 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Okay.
It's like, and Andrew Huberman says like it's gonna lower your like this vitamin D. It's gonna lower your cortisol level. So as you know, cortisol is responsible for your stress, and you gotta lower your cortisol first thing in the morning. And I'm addicted to coffee. Like I used to drink like 5 cups of a day. I tried like every single origins of coffee, like, and then I started to, as you said before, detox. Oh my God, man! At 3 days, I was not feeling well. I was so aggressive. I had a headache. I don't want to talk to anyone. And after like 3 days, it started to like even out. So what else? And then I go to gym, like 1.5 hour.
Yeah.
After gym, like these days, I'm taking cold shower. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Right.
I don't have bad habits. Like I don't drink, I don't smoke. Yeah, I try to eat healthy. You know, it's impossible to eat healthy these days, especially in Bukhara. I have a little bit sugar craving, but at least I'm trying to control them.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very admirable what you're doing. It takes a lot of grounding and discipline. I'm saying that because I used to live that exact life not long ago, but then at some point, optimizing too much kind of gets annoying.
Yeah.
It's like you always trying to optimize, trying to max out with your health and everything, but it's so draining and takes up so much time. And at some point, I learned it's important to balance. Like before, I used to believe that if I start my day without coffee or some sort of caffeinated drink, I would have a horrible day, and I'd actually end up having a horrible day, not because I didn't take my daily dose of caffeine, but because of that belief. So to get over that belief, I had to tell myself, well, I got to be able to do that without the coffee, without my daily fix, without any of those things. But now I've gone too much to the other side where I'm not doing any of those things at all, which is also unhealthy.
That's really
So
dangerous.
I started skipping the gym, and I'm eating a lot, and I fast some days I don't, and I stay up late, I oversleep. So my life is all over the place. Only now that I'm starting to slowly like piece it back together, and trying to get rid of my bad habits. The important thing I realize is balance. But at some point, you really got to go all in and be extreme about it, like you are. 20 minutes, 20 minutes. And sauna, 10 minutes, sauna, 10 minutes. Non-negotiables. I had those. Not hitting the snooze button. Everything you can name on the optimization list. I had that. I used to be a die-hard fan of Andrew Huberman, and that guy who's trying to live up to be 150. I don't know. I
Who's
forgot
like
his name.
57 at this point?
Yeah, right.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, a billionaire who's experimenting with his body. I listened to pretty much every podcast about biohacking and everything. But then it got to a point where I was spending 10 hours a day optimizing and 1 hour working. And I had to flip
That's
the
another
switch.
side of it.
Yeah, I had to flip the I said, I'm done with it. I don't want to do it anymore. Yeah. It's fun though.
It
you know,
is.
trying.
It is fun.
Right, so you can actually experiment with your body, accumulate that knowledge, and then pass on to people. Right. The harder part, though, is actually doing what you preach. Right. You can go around telling people all about biohacks, but if you're someone who actually doesn't follow them, that sucks.
Yeah, sucks. Well, I'm not saying like I'm like really, really disciplined, but I have these cheat days as well.
Yeah.
You know, some time to time I like to treat myself as well, with the cheesecake
Yeah.
or with ice cream and whatnot. But you know, you don't have to, as long as you are not professional, like for example, bodybuilder or MMA fighter, you don't have to be like disciplined 24/7.
Yeah, yeah. You do need those cheat days actually, so that you can sort of reset your dopamine receptors.
Yep.
So when you go without cravings, right, so when you don't allow your body to have some of what it wants, you're going to succumb. You're going to start to succumb to depression and sadness because you have completely completely denied yourself the pleasures of life.
Yeah.
So it's as if you're giving up on yourself, and then you run out of motivation and energy to do things. And that actually how I realized I was biohacking too much, because I was so disciplined that I would not hit the snooze button for 100, 200 days on end. I would not have caffeine at all. I would not have any sugar for months, literally with no cheat days. But at some point, I started turning resentful, bitter for no reason. I started envying people, not because people were bad, but because I was denying those things to myself. So it had to end. Then I started to, you know, smell the roses along the way, and life got colorful again.
So when are you gonna get back to gym?
But one of the downsides is, one of the side effects is, now I have a small belly. I'll fix that. We're gonna get a 6-pack soon, guys. I just need some time.
He promised.
Not a promise. I'll try. I'll try.
So when are you gonna get back to the gym? Let's go together.
No, I'm more of a lone wolf. Loner. I like to work out alone. I actually used to work out with a trainer, Mr. Vadim. He was my trainer for 2 years. We worked out together 3 times a week without a skip. I mean, we'd skip some days when I had emergencies and stuff, but for 2 years. But then only this year, I had a weird moment in life where it started getting harder and harder and harder to stay consistent and disciplined with what I was doing. So I really went off the track, and going back to the same track seemed a bit. It seemed a bit sad and boring. I wanted to start a new chapter. So one day I said to him, well, I can't show up every day anymore. I got emergencies. Some days I'm going to show up, and I don't need a trainer on those days. I want to be able to do it on myself, you see.
So walk me through your routine in the gym. Walk me through your routine.
My routine. I just do some cardio, and lately I've been doing some shoulder exercises to recover from an injury.
All right.
I pulled a shoulder when I fell down the stairs. It's been 6 months, and I finally recovered. I can do some pull-ups, but it's still, I have trouble lifting it all the way up without feeling some tension here. So I've been doing some Y and T exercises. You know, when you lie on the floor and then you lift your arms like this. And when you saw me, I was doing recovery exercise there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was stretching
with the
my
resistant
shoulder.
band.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
I was
see.
doing that. So at this point, my priority is not weightlifting. It is first losing some weight, because I really got to shed some pounds. I put on 20 kgs in 3 months. I went from 70 to 90. People can't recognize me these days anymore, and it has nothing to do with my marriage, because I put on that weight before I got married, right?
Do you think it has to do with your stress levels as well?
Absolutely. I was stress eating, I was depressed. It was, I think one of the problems is just when you're a man of, when you're too much involved in academics, you overthink. And when you overthink life, stress is guaranteed. Depression, sadness is guaranteed. To an
Comes with the
extent.
package.
Right, exactly. So my routine is basically doing cardio, losing some weight, and this time around, I'm not gonna be touching the weights. I'm not gonna go anywhere near barbells and dumbbells unless I am trying to build some functional strength. I don't want just big, heavy muscles. I want functional strength. I want to be agile. I want to be able to jump. I don't want any joint pains. I want to be able to do at least 20 pull-ups. Only then I'm going to go and start lifting again.
Lifting again.
Yeah, that's the philosophy now. First, I want to be able to do 50 push-ups, 50 to 100 push-ups. I can do 50 push-ups right now. It's easy. Maybe I can. I bet I can. You can test me after the shit, Mr. Abdul Malik, if you don't believe me. 50 push-ups, 50 to 100 push-ups, at least 20 pull-ups, and some. And I want to be able to do some. When you do a pull-up and you lift your body all the way and you flip, what do you call that? Is it chin-up? Muscle-ups, exactly. I want to be able to do at least 5 muscle-ups. Only having accomplished those goals will I then go on to lift some weights again. So this is the priority now, right? I feel like it's my second chance at life. And I don't want to do it wrong this time. First time I was under the wrong impression because I was really trying to deadlift heavy, and I did actually 120 kgs.
Did you hurt your back?
I did.
All right, nice.
I got hernia, 6 millimeters. I recovered from that. It's been 2 years, and I'm so thankful.
Oh my God.
Last year was pain-free, and I was so relieved. But before that, it was painful. Every time it got cold, every time I lifted heavy,
Gosh.
I was afraid bending. I couldn't pray. I was doing it sitting, You go to the mosque and you sit next to a bunch of old people, while everyone else is praying standing.
Yeah.
It was I'm so grateful that I have the second opportunity, and I don't want to waste it this time.
No.
So
Let's go. Do you control your calories as well?
no,
Your
no.
calorie intake?
I think it's a total. What do you call it? It's a. Some people say you should count your macros, like your proteins, carbs, and fats, but I feel like what counts at the end of the day is calories in and calories out. If you're trying to lose weight, just go on calorie deficit, and it doesn't matter what you eat. Honestly, maybe it's wrong, but I feel like as long as you're on calorie deficit, your body starts burning off excess fat, and eventually you lose, weight. But if you're trying to put on weight, just do dirty bulk, right? When you're dirty bulking, you don't care what you're eating, as long as you put in the, take that food in. So no, I don't really count calories. That's the whole. I one thing I do want to try though is keto diet and carnivore diet. I do want to try these, but right now it's not within my budget. And I'd probably get sick doing that because you do need some veggies for your gut health.
I've tried carnivore diet.
You did?
Yes.
For how long?
For about a month.
Okay.
There was a.
Let me guess. You did that after watching a podcast of Joe Rogan.
Oh yeah. I was listening left and right. When I was driving a car, like listening in the gym. I thought that is the ways of doing that because all of these scientists, like gurus, were talking about it. Like, let me try. Like I was in China. We did after Eid, we did sacrifice, and then I had this meat like for about 3 kgs. I stuck them in my refrigerator, and I was like, I'm gonna go carnivore, nothing else.
No bread, no sugar, no fat,
not at all.
no oils.
And I was miserable.
Did you have constipation? Were you constipated?
Little
most of the
bit,
time?
yes. My mood was down. I didn't understand all of these people. Like on the podcast, they were saying the positive effects on your body, on your mood. But it was not. In reality, was I was the completely opposite of it. I was like, what's going on? I tried 1 month, and I've noticed that I was a little bit aggressive. I lost weight. That's not, it was not a huge issue for me. But the one thing I noticed that I was not happy, I was not satisfied, and I was anxious. I was like, no, I gotta stop it. I gotta stop it. I tried. Well, check it. That's it. Let's move on to new thing.
Yeah. It's my only worry with carnivore diet is that I'm going to seriously hurt my gut health. Yeah, because it needs microfibers
Sure.
that come from veggies, right? But I haven't tried for about a week and see how it goes. Anyway, right. Yeah, we've been going on for 2 hours now.
Oof.
Yeah, we're about to wrap it up. But before we do that, we have a tradition where we ask the guests 3 questions.
All right.
It's a bit of a tradition here.
Interesting.
Yeah, brace yourself.
All right. All right. All
We got
right.
some hot questions coming up. So, first question I'll be asking is, how would you describe your life philosophy at this age?
Should it be quick or should I
Well,
expand on that?
But that's totally up to you. So, the question basically is, who's Abbas and what does he think of life and what is he trying to do?
If you asked me this question last year, I would have different answer. But my priorities has changed. They have changed. My life philosophy have changed totally. In a good way, I guess. My philosophy is easy. Just to, I wanna be, I wanna be a good father, a good husband, and good son for my family. And whatever I do, I wanna give my best. Whatever I do, just in terms of business, studying, helping, you name it. Just, I want to give my best because I came to realization is that it's a cliche, but life is too short. You know what I mean? Like I've lost so many people along the way. I wish they were here, and I would have taken a chance and talked to them. So that's why it's like be just a kind person. That's it.
Right. It seems to me as you grow older in life, you start to value more things like family,
Yep.
stability,
Yep.
caring for people around you, your community. But when you're young, you're out there
reckless.
for yourself, right? Reckless. You want to try things, right? Right.
Yeah.
All right. Right. Okay. What's something you would tell your 15-year-old self, 15, 17-year-old self, teenage version, if you could go back in time?
Everything is gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay. I would say if he's watching me, like if I'm sitting right now, talking to him, say, I got you. I got you. It's like I got you myself. Nobody's coming to save you. Because I came to this point of my life, to this realization really late in my mind, because I was like expecting other people help me, come and just be for me, support me. But I've learned this in a hard way, but I'm grateful for that. Nobody's coming to save you. You are on your own. Just do it.
Yeah.
That's how I would say it. That's how would I have conversation with myself.
So, you tell yourself to be more independent and trying to work things out on your own. Realize that you're not getting help
Yeah.
and that you got to go and figure things out yourself.
No, I never gotten help. I came to this realization really late, and at my 15 is like I was still like waiting for somebody, like some kind of relative or some kind of person, just to come and help me like figure it out this problem. But now I'm just looking back. I was on my own. Of course, I'm not denying anyone's help here. Just solving the problems along the way. Yeah.
Yeah. I would probably tell myself the same thing if I could go back in time. I'd tell him to wake up,
Yeah.
right? To go out there and do things, not delay, not procrastinate,
No.
not put off. Get out there, get things down. And I actually know the exact moment this happened to me. It did happen to me when I was young. I just wish it happened a little earlier, but I think there's timing for everything. It happened to me when I was in the U.S. I got in trouble.
Okay.
I was working at a restaurant.
Okay.
I actually shared the story on the podcast before, and some of my colleagues were same gender in a same gender relationship, to put it mildly.
Okay, I got you.
Right, and one of the guys there, a barman, taught me a slang term, and I didn't know what it meant, and I just repeated after him, and accidentally, those people who were in the same sex relationship, they heard it. And they thought I was insulting them. So I got reported to my supervisor, and as a result, I lost my shifts, which means I would not be able to earn as much money to get by, right? And on one of those days in the afternoon, after I got off my morning shift, and in the morning you don't actually make that much money. You usually make money in the afternoon when people go out to eat.
I see.
I went to the nearby beach. I was on an island, by the way, off the coast of the U.S., off the East Coast. And I sat there and I just kept thinking, why me? And what am I going to do now? I was away from family and friends, and I realized I was on my own.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, that's probably how it's going to be for the rest of your life. So go and figure it out. And ever since, my life hasn't been the same. Yeah, it's a great piece of advice to give to your younger self. So, one last question.
Yep.
If you could, probably will, if you're going to be watching this podcast 10 years from now, what would you tell your future self? He's watching you right now. You can look at him, you can look at the camera and say hi and talk to your future self. What would you tell him?
I don't know whether we're gonna be alive or not, but that's a good one. I've never thought of it. What I'm gonna say to my future of myself? I really hope that you made it. I really hope you made it. The goals that you promised to yourself, you achieved. I hope that you found the peace that you were looking for your whole life. And I'm proud of you. I got you.
Yeah, that's a great thing to say.
Yeah.
Mr. Abbas, thanks a lot for
really
coming on the show
appreciate it,
today. I especially like the gift. I will do my best to read the book. I can only tell it's fun. I actually read the first edition, so the second one, the sequel, is going to be probably a lot of fun too. A lot of fun. So thanks a lot, and I hope to see you on the show one day again.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you liked our content, please like, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next one.